Hey everyone, I'm Gina here with Amber and Sara. Welcome back to Coffee and Curriculum, where we share homeschool products with you. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to start out with a few announcements. We have a couple of sales going on. Alpha Omega Publications has a 10% off, so you can enjoy that through the rest of the month. Also, Master Books is having a 30% off sale through the end of April. You'll want to take advantage of this one in particular because this is their main sale of the year. Also, we have another homeschool conference coming up, the Teach Them Diligently in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, May 2nd through the 4th. So if you're planning on being there, come check out our booth. We'd love to see you. And lastly, there is a new video up on our YouTube channel about Math in Focus 2020. So if you're interested in this program and how it works and maybe how it compares to Primary Math 2022, make sure to check that out as well.
Starring Gina.
Thank you. Today we have a couple of products to share with you. So Amber has Abeka preschool curriculum for ages 2 and 3. So we'd love to hear more about this.
Yes, we do get some phone calls about what can I do with my younger ones while I'm working with the older ones. And Abeka has solved that for us. It's a tried and true program, Spiral, and a lot of programs have like preschool 3 and 4-year-olds, where Abeka has opened it up to 2 and 3-year-olds.
Very nice.
So you have this option of being able to work with your little ones as much as you want. And we have several products, and you can choose to use it all, or you can just choose to use pieces. So let's talk about a couple of the main pieces. With your 2-year-olds, you're going to look at about 20 minutes, 10-minute segments that you're going to spend with them learning some facts. And then 3-year-olds are going to have more of a 30-minute, 10 minutes at a time schedule. And if you want to use all the pieces, we do have a little bit of a lesson plan here that's going to kind of lay out what cards you're going to need, what pages are going to be used if you were to use the whole program. And this would help you if you used the entire part. But I will say that the open and go parts are more with the visuals. So here are a couple of the main parts for the language development. Sara has the teacher guide, and your lesson plan will say we're going to use cards.
I got the same one at the same time.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so you'll be talking about Africa, and then your teacher guide is going to have stories, facts, and different things that you can learn that's going to help with developing the language of your child. This is, again, used 3 times a week for 2-year-olds and 5 times a week for your 3-year-olds. And there are 76 pictures, front and back.
That's a lot.
And so you're getting a lot of color and information that you can use. And because it spirals, you can use it for the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, and even the 4-year-olds if you use the Abeka program. Now, Gina has the alphabet. It's called the Alphabet Friends Cards, and they teach letter recognition, sounds, and formations. The front of the card is going to be the picture, and the back is going to be the teaching instruction. So with both programs, the teaching instruction is going to be found in the book for the language development, but found on the back for the alphabet cards.
So here's Timmy Tiger, and here's Timmy Tiger.
Right. So you're going to have a lesson about Timmy Tiger. You're going to have a poem. Abeka is very strong in doing a lot of reviewing, poems, all of those, singing, all those types of things. And this program here that Gina has a CD that you can purchase that does have the songs. So if you wanted to pop that in and sing with your kids, you can.
And the song is also on the back of this card, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
There's a lot of information on the back.
Yeah, you can put these up on your walls. You can pull them down to touch them, feel them,
Yeah,
look
I was
at
thinking
them.
they'd be pretty and like decorating.
Right.
You're having a Tiger
kids,
Day.
Kids are visual, and of course they're little. They're 2 and 3-year-olds, so it's going to be age appropriate. It's teaching them recognition, helping to build a foundation, and then also that you could use along with this is the letters and numbers would be used a couple times a week for 10 minutes. And you're going to be, as a little 2-year-old, you're going to learn how to recognize numbers 1 through 10 and say numbers 1 through 15. And then the 3-year-olds. Is that the
corresponding book?
Yes, this is the 3-year-olds, and they are going to recognize numbers 1 through 15, but say 1 through 25. Oh. And so they're going to be practicing, coloring, all that with the little numbers twice a week. And then for both programs, they have child art child art for 2, child art for 3. And this is just a little bit of a coloring opportunity for the kids. If you wanted to add that or give them something to do while you're needing them to stay busy, you have that opportunity. The next book, Arts and Crafts with Button Bear and Arts and Crafts with Amber Lamb, is going
That's
to
your
give
new name,
you.
by the way.
Yeah. Oh, help us. So, but this is going to give you more of a holiday arts and crafts opportunity to have with your child.
Oh,
So,
kids love that.
Yeah.
And it's all right in here. Parents
It's all
don't have to
there.
go hunt stuff down. Maybe
Yes.
some scissors and glue.
Right. And you will
Great.
definitely need to help them a little bit with that. But that's going to give them some skills development there. So, and the one thing that is added in addition for the 3-year-olds is the letters and sounds, because now they're going to start practicing writing, and you've got some dotted lines that they're going to follow with their little pencil, and they're going to learn how to form or practice forming their letters. Now, in addition to that, there is a Bible program that you could add that would add about 15 minutes to the day, and there's a coloring book that goes with that. But Abeka has flashcards for the Bible program, and that's sold separately, and you can get that too if you wanted to teach some Bible to your children. So It's a great program. You know, those terrifying, terrible 2s and 3 stage could be teachable, and opportunities for us for you as a parent, you know, to get in there and let's learn some things. So a great opportunity, a great spiral program. And I've used Abeka myself and taught it with my kids and in a school. So I kind of am the Abeka
You're
girl.
familiar with
Abeka
it, right?
lady.
They send them all to me. but Abeka does have a lot of parts. And so sometimes a parent calls and says, do we need all of this? And I'm able to kind of help them figure out, this is what you need. This is an addition. This is supplement. You know, this
That's
is
very helpful.
It is.
And with this, everything is sold separately. So
Right.
if you just want to pick up the cards or
right, or you just
the
wanted
arts
the
and crafts
activity book.
or you can take it
Right.
as little or as far as you want,
Exactly.
which is very nice.
It is great options. So
Yeah.
You know, I just talked to a brand new homeschooling mom, and her daughter's 18 months. And I was like, oh, we're a planner, aren't we? We're
Yes.
planning. She was thinking through 12th grade. And I was like, well, you know, because her daughter was really into books, always wanting to books. And you hear this a lot. And if you want to just kind of play around and see if they want to do school, these are such a simple thing
Pick up the
parents can
cards,
try.
yeah.
Right.
Use the cards, build some vocabulary skills, learn
Right.
some colors and numbers. It'd be
Very
charming.
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you. Well, so often social skills become a part of our life skills when we're teaching homeschooling. But Evan-Moor has come out with a series called
Social
Skills Activities.
Activities.
So this is nice just to focus in on the social skills with concrete activities. What can you tell us about this one, Sarah?
You know, these are neat. It's not reinventing the wheel. If you want to show these for me. So these are ages 4 to 11, and these are the older books. But I kind of want to talk about the little kid one for a minute. Colorful, hands-on activities, lots of cut and paste. This book is going to be cut to bits by the time you're done, which it's why in the back there's these little half-page cards, so you're making a little book of all the things you want to
Nice.
remember. The 2 younger levels talk a lot about making friends, being a good friend. You know, those homeschoolers don't ever leave the house, right?
Oh.
Socialization. Sorry, I just had to poke at us a little bit. But this is a lot of manners, courtesy, sharing, how to behave in public. If you've ever been at a restaurant where your dinner is hard to enjoy because there's some little stinker. We'll just move on from that. But how to behave in a restaurant, how to behave in a library, what's the expectation?
Right.
And the little kids, they recommend using those paper bag puppets. You could use old socks.
Oh,
and
kids love puppets.
and having practice conversation. So if you've got a child who's shy about new situations, what a way to take some of that anxiety
Great idea.
out of the equation. I like some of these have school themes, like the school lunchroom or the playground. But you know that translates to restaurants and public
Oh,
parks.
sure.
I mean, it's still things as a homeschooler you could totally use. So then the upper levels, which still we're not getting into that junior high age, but we're right there. We're right there, and they're looking at some feelings on a deeper level.
Right.
We're not talking like existential crisis feelings. We're talking
Right.
about things that kids come across, feeling nervous, awkward, One thing I liked was they showed a situation where you come across someone in a wheelchair. What's the right response? And it's like, make eye contact, say hello, don't stare and make that other person feel uncomfortable. Just little
That's a great
things,
activity.
you know, that sometimes you assume your kids know these things. They also going to a friend's house and talking with your friend's parents.
Oh, that's
So many kids don't do that.
right. No, they don't.
Oh my gosh.
And
so
just
fun.
looking someone in the eye.
Yeah. Thank you for having me over,
Right.
Mrs. Cleaver.
Well, little Eddie Haskell, maybe, you know, it's like we want courtesy without this.
Right.
Yeah.
But those common courtesies that were once expected or they were just common are not as much anymore. And we see that with kids as we work with kids and stuff. And even with our own kids, like, we need to work on that. Let's go home. And this gives you the opportunity to check off the box a little bit.
I liked the idea of practicing
Right.
social skills before you're put in a situation. I think that just takes a lot of that fear.
Exactly.
Right.
And I
And
know,
the unknown.
Yeah. And this level also talks about a little bit of online.
Oh, the internet. Like,
Yes.
let's say you're on a website and your parents know you're on a website and a box comes up and somebody wants to talk to you. What's the right thing to do?
Or an ad.
Or an ad, and you don't click on.
Right.
So it talks about some of those things, and the idea is to be preemptive
exactly.
before your child's in the situation.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's often said that a 3rd or 4th grader saw something and they admit to it later. And it's like, really? And so, it seems like, well, maybe that's a little young to introduce that. And if your child is on an iPod or screen or anything,
It's
it
gonna
needs to
happen.
be addressed.
Right.
It
They
needs
need
to be
you don't want them fearful, you want
Safety.
them smart
right.
and aware.
Right.
Conscientious.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And like I said before, a lot of you homeschoolers do implement a lot of this naturally into your day, but there might be some topics that you haven't thought about in these books as well. So
It'd be a fun morning basket activity to
absolutely.
do something out of your social skills book.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up today's episode. Again, we love it when you reach out, so contact us anytime, even if it's just wanting encouragement.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're liking these videos.
It'll send you an alert so you can see when we're popping on.
There you go. Thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Bye.